right below it.
What are you doing? This doesn't concern
A
us.
little girl died. We're staying in her home, for God's sake.
Are you completely without heart? Get yourself up here, Edward Harden, right this minute.
How did you even? Is there like a way I can get up there? Huh? This way?
Come on, it's an easy climb.
This looks very dangerous.
Oh, you're a big boy. Start acting like it. It's not Mount Everest.
I don't know about this.
I'm an old man. Respect my age. And my weary bones and muscles.
Whoops-a-daisy.
Not as young as I used to be. There we go. Is that a pot?
What is this?
Where little Ruth died.
You're being morbid. And this is a distraction. I'm here for Betty, not because some girl
Edward.
got herself...
You insensitive brute. You're like the Tin Woodman, no heart. You know, you've grown cold and mean in that horrid study of yours. With only books and bugs to keep you company for years and years and years. There are other people in this world, you know. It's not all about you. You're going to do this. If not for Ruth, then for us. We're going to figure out what happened to the poor girl. Together.
Yeah, we are. You tell him, Alice.
That's been here a while.
Didn't you say it happened over a month ago?
You'd think her family would have replaced it with fresh flowers.
Well, they're not here anymore. Nobody's here.
Is that blood?
The girl could have hit her head on that rock. There would have been plenty of blood.
That's awful.
Where's that
I
thing
think
behind
there's
it?
something behind it.
Yeah.
Can you move the rock aside?
We're messing with a crime scene. Wait, is that a doll? Pick it up.
It must be Ruth's.
Where's the head?
Maybe the killer also decapitates dolls.
Hold on. This pin. This is old. Very old. Looks like something from the Viking era.
We are in the land of Vikings.
This could be 1,000 years old. It does not belong on a child's doll.
Who cares? Ruth is dead and you're obsessing about a rusty old pin? Let's go further up. Maybe we'll find more clues. Come on, old sport. It's not far.
Can you wait just 1 minute so that I can catch my breath? Huh.
She's gone.
Did you follow the same path, Betty? Or am I just stumbling through darkness?
That was a 2-hit combo over there. There's blood up here too. Well, if she hit her head, it would at least have been quite instant death. Also, I thought I saw some interactability over here, but I was wrong. But yeah, that's not quite usual to have, you know, antique pins. Hello!
Lissy?
Yes?
That's not the button. There you go. Hello! You wanna come with us? You wanna join us on our journey to discover the truth of this land?
You can see clear beyond the edge of the world.
One
Oh,
second.
Teddy bear. We need to take you out walking more often.
So, the girl fell from up here.
Was pushed, you mean? Can you see where she fell? Seeing as you're so concerned about me falling out of trees, I wouldn't want to risk falling off a cliff.
Okay, I'll take the fall.
If she fell headfirst on that rock, she'd have died instantly.
Edward, honestly.
You
Yeah, that's
wanted
what I
to
was
learn.
saying.
This is you learning more. She hit her head and fell into the bush where I found her doll. Happy now, Alice?
I'm not. What was she doing up here in the first place?
Playing? She was a child. Children play in dangerous places.
There must be more to it. Let's find out where this path leads.
No, absolutely not. I don't have time for this nonsense. We're running out of daylight, and Betty's still...
What do you mean nonsense?
You're still out there.
Well, here's the thing. If the breadcrumbs, as you call them, come from Betty, she is leaving them to lead
Lizzie,
you.
slow down. I can't keep up with you. Who knows what's up there? It's not worth the risk of falling and breaking something. Lizzie? Are you there?
She's leaving crumbs for you to find about this murder. So finding about the murder or whatever is happening here will lead you closer to Bethy in the first place. To Elizabeth. Bethy. Whatever.
Teddy,
My word. Look away, Lizzie.
is this what happened to the villagers? They killed themselves?
It's one body. Let's not jump to conclusions.
This is just ghastly. What made him do this? How long has he been?
From the state of the body, perhaps a couple of weeks. It depends on temperature and humidity, of course.
Okay. So, as I was saying, Lizzie is Alice, and that's why I got confused, because it's not like short for Elizabeth. That's what confused me. So Lizzie with S is her. If it would have been with the Z, it would have been Lizzie with Lizzie, which would have been Elizabeth. That's what got me confused. I'm glad I figured it out.
Was he executed?
He could have kicked the chair away himself.
Yeah, the fact that the chair is still here means that it is still possible that it was suicide, but...
What does that say?
God forgive me.
Don't suicides go to hell? Isn't that what your father said when
Stop.
your mother
Don't.
drowned herself? Sorry.
Maybe it didn't.
Do you think this has something to do with Ruth? Maybe she came across the hanged man before she died, and it scared her. So she ran, and
This happened later.
Yeah.
there's some consolation in that, I guess. Maybe it's the killer. The guilt ate him up, and he offed himself.
That's just speculation with no basis in fact.
Right. Usually when people do kill other people willingly, it's very rare that they actually get too much guilt and kill themselves in the first place. It's not impossible, it's just unlikely.
Who was he? One of the Fretlanders?
It's not Johann or Frederick. And he's too old to be Simon. There's nothing more to do here. I'm going back. Let the poor soul rest in peace.
Does it look like he's resting in peace?
Well, we can't exactly pull him down.
You're just going to leave him hanging? You're an insensitive brute.
I'm here for Betty. It's tragic, but really none of my concern.
Betty, always just Betty. You don't care about anyone else. What if that was me up there? Would you care then? All you do is obsess over a scarf and a hat and ugh.
It's all I have of Betty.
Betty, there she is again. Edward, the hanged man. Look at me when I'm talking to you.
I was looking at the hangman.
Edward, the hanged man, he's someone. No matter what he did or didn't do, he deserves respect. Would you please just do this one decent deed? If not for me, then for yourself. Or for your Betty.
Well, I was gonna leave him there because, you know, if this investigation would have been coming here, we would be messing with the possible scene of a crime, but I'll take it down
What are
just
you
for
doing?
you.
You can't just pull him down by his legs.
Well,
Try loosening the noose.
well,
I can't reach that far.
I have a chair. And now we left their fingerprints on it. Untie. Come on. Come on, man. You can do this.
I'm going to be sick. I can't do this.
Yes,
It's
you
okay.
can. Teddy,
It's just a knot.
Edward, I know you can. You've been through much worse.
Untie it.
Where are the Fretlands, Edward?
It's been 2 days. If they're not back tonight,
They're not coming back.
perhaps they left after their daughter died.
Was murdered, you mean? Isn't that what we think happened? Penny for your thoughts?
I'm thinking.
She was probably murdered.
And you think Simon did it?
Your guess is as good as mine. It could have been an accident.
You're really not helping.
Can we talk about this tomorrow? I'm sorry.
You're exhausted.
I buried a corpse today, Alice.
I know. I'm sorry. Why don't you sleep in the guest bedroom?
The couch is fine. The Fretlands could still come home.
All right. Just don't come crying to me if you wake up with a crick in your neck. I'll be up for a while, if you feel like talking.
Hey, you can give me a lap pillow again, and that's gonna be comfortable to sleep on. Also, I don't know where our relationship is in this situation. I'm just gonna guess you're my sidekick. Oh, note.
What did you find?
Someone tried to burn this. It's addressed to Mrs. Fretland. My dearest Anna. It's from her sister, Margaret. Frederick's wife. The two brothers married sisters, remember?
Yes, and it's adorable. Keep reading.
I really shouldn't.
Really? How else are we going to figure out what happened? Keep reading.
My dearest Anna, I miss you so very, very much. The baby is due soon, and I wish for our family to reunite before... It's been 7 years since the dreadful incident at the mine. Can we not convince Frederick and Johann to forgive and forget? I know there are things Frederick has not told me about what they found and why they parted ways. Their grudge is tearing us all apart. Frederick won't even let me speak to half of our neighbors, accusing them of treason. He's so very angry and full of regrets. It's eating him up. And we...
And we what?
The rest is unreadable.
Margaret reached out to her sister, but I guess it didn't work.
This was written before Simon was born, but burned recently.
Definitely had to do with the mine thing. Actually, no, because... Isn't Simon the brother that was in front of the mine at the picture? I don't know. This is a little confusing. You got out here fast. Hold on. I'm gonna go for the couch anyway, but... This is Simon, right? It was... This one, right? The one in the middle. Maybe?
So the brother who owns the store
Frederick.
was angry with Johann before Ruth. Because
Because of the mine. It all comes back to the mine.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
the mine must have been a big deal for Greywoke.
Grovik. An opportunity to do more than live hand to mouth.
What a blow it must have been to lose it all.
Johann and Frederick Fretland. Thick as thieves, before things took a turn.
Don't you always say that much of our pain is self-chosen?
I wonder about that.
Yep. Do we have anything else to say about the pictures in here?
The two brothers married twin sisters, Anna and Margaret Taylor. That's the Grovik stave church behind them.
All those hopes and dreams, ground to dust by misfortune. Do you think Simon killed Ruth?
It's not important what I think.
I don't know what to believe. Sometimes children do monstrous things.
Oh, so that might have been an accident. I don't know.
Now that we know what happened to Ruth, this empty house is even spookier.
It's a house, nothing more.
You know better than most that souls can linger. Especially if they died
There's
in
no such thing as a soul.
life force, ghost, whatever. You know exactly what I'm talking about,
The only ghosts are in our minds.
says you.
It's so pretty.
It's almost painful to look at this photograph now. Their whole world fell apart. Ugh, I can't bear to think about it.
Well, you don't think about it and go sleep. I'll be heading to bed as well. Well, to couch. What about this?
You do look exhausted. Go to bed.
And handsome.
I'll tuck you in.
Oh, hey. He has the same scar I do. Under the nose. Huh. What a nice coincidence. Can I sleep here? Can I sleep? Am I
I
allowed?
really thought I'd find Betty today.
Oh my!
Well, I told you not to get your hopes up, Edward. I mean, we just got here. It's a big place. She could be anywhere.
It's just the thought of her alone out there. In the dark.
She's a tough cookie. You're Betty. Tougher than you, teddy bear.
That she is.
You really scared me. I was not expecting you to be there. Okay, so I can't sleep here. Oh, because I need to put the hat.
What are you doing?
Betty was the
belongs
mannequin.
back.
I don't think it's
Not
healthy
now,
to...
please. I'm exhausted.
Betty was the mannequin all along. Okay, I'm actually gonna go sleep now. You can stand here and stare at me if you want, or you can go sleep. Also, your jacket is extremely nice looking, and so are your boots. I love your fashion sense. Good job.
Quite the day, huh?
I'm ready to pass out. Where will you sleep?
I'll be up for a while. My mind's simply racing.
Don't stay up late. Wake me if you hear the Fretlands arriving.
Of course. And I'll keep my eyes open for any ghosts that might want to haunt you in your sleep.
There are no...
Hush now. Sleep.
She's so nice. Day 3. Alice? Are you awake?
Lissy?
Right up the stairs, Teddy.
Okay, I'm coming up. Coming right up.
Eddie? Is that you?
Yes.
Where are you, Lissy?
In the bedroom.
This is her room.
Hmm?
Are you paying attention? Ruth. Can you imagine? One moment you're living a perfectly happy life, and then nothing. Darkness.
I don't know
Forever and
about
ever.
perfectly happy.
Maybe there's something here that can tell us what happened to her.
This is a waste of my time.
No, it's
We
not.
might be the only ones left to tell her story, Edward.
You're just being melodramatic. I'll help you look.
Okay, that's better. Like to see you smile. Now, I wanted to talk about this one.
Ruth was an artist.
This is very primitive.
Have you ever met a child, Edward? She wasn't Monet, she was 8. That must be Ruth and Simon's fathers.
Perhaps. They weren't on the best of terms.
They look like they want to kill each other.
To a child, maybe it looked worse than it was.
Children are more insightful than you give them credit for, Teddy Bear.
I want to talk about the treasure.
She found something.
Where's that supposed to be?
A cave. Or
Mine. It could be. But what did she find?
something important enough to draw.
I know where we're going next. We're gonna get treasure. We failed at keeping the money from the casa, but we'll get the treasure.
This must be the village church. That's Ruth and her family on one side of the aisle. Simon and his father on the other.
A community divided.
Oh. I think they wanted to be friends. But they couldn't because their parents were like, no. That's a nice teddy bear. Drawing crayon, 24 colors. She used a lot of them. Except for the red. She probably just didn't like red. Or maybe she had a lot of red. That's why they left there. That's a interesting drawing. Yeah. Just, I would like one of those myself. I want a little less. Okay, I think that's it. You want to talk about the creepy doll in the corner? You want to have a little chat about it? I'll take that as a no. Wait a second. I didn't see you before.
Ruth never finished this. What does that spell? F-O-R-B.
For Banelson. The curse.
Who's that figure supposed to be?
The curse.
It's creepy.
A figment of her imagination. But the box she drew.
That's
Looks
the box.
like this box under her desk.
Really? Let me see. Pull it out.
Open.
What is this?
Oh.
I believe this might qualify as actual treasure.
Is that Norwegian money?
Sort of, but ancient. Viking coins.
Are they valuable?
Not in terms of monetary value, but historically. Well, they belong in a museum.
Looks like Ruth had her own private museum.
Why would a child have these artifacts?
She must have enjoyed collecting and playing with them.
These are much too precious to play with. She should have given these to an adult.
She was a child, Edward. To her, they were just shiny toys. Wait! The pin!
Yep.
On the doll!
This is where it came from, her collection.
But where did she find these treasures?
The
If we
mine.
believe her drawing, perhaps the mine. She may have found a gravesite. Wherever she found them, she wanted to keep them hidden.
You think someone found out?
These items wouldn't necessarily be worth much, except to a historian or archaeologist.
What if this is how... I mean, if someone learned she'd been collecting treasures, they might be willing to do terrible things. There's a story here. The treasure box, the drawings.
The overactive mind of an imaginative child.
Well, she didn't imagine the Viking artifacts. You shouldn't be so dismissive. The drawings could be her way of dealing with traumatic
This is
events.
what happens when I read you the principles of psychology. You get notions.
You say that like it's a bad thing. Ruth was troubled. The village was troubled, and... Is that a bell?
The church bell.
There's people.
Someone's here. Maybe Betty.
Why would Betty ring the church bell?
Perhaps she's in trouble. I need to get to the church right now.
Wait, isn't it more likely to be the person you saw the other night? We should be careful.
I told you, I'm not sure that was anything. Come on.
Go ahead. I'll catch up with you before you get there. I need a minute to think about all of this.
Yeah, you do that, Alice. I believe you know what is going. Like, yeah, I believe you got this. You have it in you. I'm gonna snoop around a little bit, actually. August 3rd, 1923. This morning I had lemon juice and hot water with no sugar instead of tea. Did you drink tea? I also had half an apple and dry toast. I've been gaining weight lately. I read about this diet in the paper. It's apparently very popular in London. But I am dreadfully hungry and crave fried eggs and sausages. August 4th, 1923. We received an odd letter yesterday, addressed to Johann. It's from an American gentleman, Mr. Edward Harden, of Hanover, Massachusetts. The letter was well written and very polite. Mr. Harden received our information from the Ålesund police when he requested a contact in Gravik. I do wonder why they gave him Johann's name and not Frederick's. Perhaps because our dear Margaret is no longer with us, and I am better prepared to respond in English than Frederick. Mr. Harden inquired about his sister, Elizabeth Harden, who's traveling on her own. Apparently, she's a journalist. Imagine that, crossing the Atlantic Ocean to write about Norway. Sounds wonderful. So yeah, it probably is her leaving traces of things for us to find. The letter said Elizabeth telegraphed her brother from Ålesund to inform him that she planned to visit Gravik. Why she'd want to come to this dreary old place, I have no idea. There's nothing here worth writing about anymore. His sister has not arrived yet. If she had, I would have tired her out with questions about America. Being a journalist and traveling the world on her own, she sounds so interesting. I hope she does come, even though she will surely be bored out of her mind. I'll write Mr. Harden today. Johann is not comfortable writing letters, especially in English. He agrees that we should invite Mr. Harden to stay here if he decides to come. After all, there are no guest houses in Gravik, and our spare room is rarely used. Also, I have to admit, having a visitor from America sounds terribly exciting. August 5th, 1923. This morning I had a boiled egg and buttered toast, after Johann told me I was being silly and that I do not need to lose any weight, seeing as we're not in London and no one cares. Aw, that's good on you. There's gonna be a lot of reading to do. I wrote to Mr. Harden to invite him to stay at the house if he decides to come. I am terribly excited. I do worry for his sister. I wonder where she could be. August 9th, 1923. There was an argument in the shop earlier today. Frederick was yelling at poor Astrid, claiming their goats had been grazing on this land. I wanted to speak up, but knew it would only make him angrier. August 10th, 1923. Johann went across the fjord this morning to purchase some necessities, including new fabrics and to pick up the post. The letters have been piling up in the store. I sometimes worry the world has completely forgotten about us. August 17th, 1923. I finished another dress today. This one is for myself. There are no customers anymore. No one here needs another dress, and it's been ages since we visited the city. I hardly know anyone there, and who would want their dresses made in Gravik when they can have one tailored in Alisund? I feel lonely today. I miss my dear Margaret so much after all these years. August 20, 1923. I think Ruth is hiding something from me. She's been awfully secretive. She goes off on her own even more than usual, and her clothes are filthy. I don't mind her playing and exploring, of course. I always did regret Margaret and I not being allowed to run free when we were little. Ruth says she's just looking for flowers and pretty rocks. I shouldn't worry so much. August 21st, 1923. Simon stopped by today with a gift from Ruth, a whole bar of chocolate. He is a sweet boy. But Frederick will be furious if he knew. Yeah, that's what I figured. August 22nd, 1923. I asked Ruth if she plays up by Frederick's farm or near the old mine. She promised she doesn't. I never had a reason not to trust her, but I still feel she's hiding something from me. Her collection. I looked at her drawings while she was out. She's got such an imagination. September 5th, 1923. We received another letter from Mr. Harden. He'll be here in October as planned. I look forward to having someone else to speak with, if only for a few days. Not that Johan isn't good company, but we have little to converse about outside of our daily routines. There's been no sign of Mr. Harden's sister yet. If she left Allison weeks ago, where could she be? She may well have decided to stop along the way. We've heard nothing, but we so rarely speak with anyone outside of Gravik these days. I do hope she's alright. I would hate for Mr. Harden to come all this way to no avail. Ruth is still being secretive. I know she's hiding something. One of these days, I will follow her. Oh no. Oh no. September 9th, 1923. No church service again today. The vicar hasn't been back since the memorial service in July. Johan believes he won't be back, and that he has given up on Gravik, like everyone else. I think I'm coming down with a cold. September 15th, 1923. Someone damaged our boat during the night. That's the third one this month. Johan suspects Frederick, of course. I fear something is bubbling to the surface again after all these years. I'm not at all feeling well and spent most of yesterday and today in bed. Ruth was sweet and brought me a potato soup and tea with honey and milk. September 18, 1923. She has left us. Our dearest Ruth is gone. I cannot believe it was Simon's doing. He too is now gone, and with him all hope Gravik had left in him. Oh no. Well, put the chair back. Or draw. That's kind of sad. Okay, we gotta go to the church, and we gotta go to the mine.
Bye.